Hi, this is Bob Barr bringing you another edition of Liberty Guards, Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. Law number one, the world is full of idiots. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow Liberty Guard on social media. As we all know from Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, law number one, the world is full of idiots. And each week, we sift through all of that data out there and bring you the Idiot of the Week. Well, today, the Idiot of the Week, reflecting the fact that the world is full of idiots, come to us from New Jersey, the Garden State. And it has to do with the COVID pandemic and the generation, really, of COVIDiots that COVID has created. Well, in New Jersey, and I'm not quite sure where, but according to the information that we see in the news, a speech therapy company, a speech therapy business, has decided that a 3-year-old boy in New Jersey who is a speech therapy patient can only receive speech therapy treatment if he wears a mask. If he wears a mask. Well, let me repeat that. This little boy, 3 years old, has a speech impediment. He's going to a speech therapist to be treated. And when his mother takes him there, they say, "Oh, sorry, we can't provide the therapy for your 3-year-old son unless he is wearing a mask." Say what? Speech therapy. The child needs to be able to see the person with whom he is speaking. They need to be able to watch the mouth movements of the person so that they can match up the words with the facial expression and the movement of the mouth. Common sense, no? Well, not for this speech therapy business in New Jersey. So the mother, of course, properly complained about it. Now, she has a little problem here because apparently there was another office that she could have gone to, maintained by the same speech therapy business, but she would have had to have driven 45 minutes. And she said, "I'm not going to do that." Well, that's another issue there. But this is an example of the absolute unthinking idiocy of people and their reaction to the COVID pandemic. What they are doing, and by the way, finally, just days ago, the speech therapy business decided that, well, maybe we shouldn't require masks anyway. But this thing went on, and we see this in other areas of the country, in other businesses, in other circumstances, where, like this particular case involving the speech therapist in New Jersey refusing to treat a 3-year-old for speech therapy without him wearing a mask, and I presume the speech therapist wearing a mask also, we see this as it's really hurting children. It's hurting people generally, not just because of its stupidity, but because of the problems that a lot of people have, trying to breathe and talk and understand people talking through something in their mouth that you can't really understand what they're saying. But it's getting better, but it's taken over 2 years for reason to return. And the damage that's been caused, particularly to young people, by having to wear masks under these circumstances, under all circumstances, is probably incalculable and probably won't become apparent, if ever, for many years to come. I mean, the COVIDiocy is absolutely staggering. This is but one very small example of it. The Idiot of the Week, a speech therapy program in New Jersey requiring a 3-year-old coming in for speech therapy to wear a mask. It doesn't end, folks. And we'll be back next week with another edition of Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, law number one, the world is full of idiots, brought to you, as always, by Liberty Guard. Thank you. This is Bob Barr, and I'd like to thank you for having checked out our program here today, Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. We appreciate your support, your participation, and encourage you to go to libertyguard.org to learn more about our programs and also to help support to further individual freedom and fight against government abuse. One of the ways, but not the only way we do this, is through Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe, but through many, many other programs in support of individual liberty and against government abuse. So please remember to join us. Go to libertyguard.org and join us once again for Bob Barr's Laws of the Universe. Thank you.
My name is Matt Strickland. Liberty Guard saved my family business. I spent most of my adult life fighting for my country overseas. When I came home, I became a small business owner and sadly realized that nobody would fight for me. Our state and local government were trying to shut my family business down for good. And that's when I found Liberty Guard. With Liberty Guard's help, we won the battle against government overreach. And now my business is thriving and growing faster than ever.
Stand with Matt and others just like you in the fight against government overreach. Join Liberty Guard today.